So I'm walking around in Chinatown today, and I bet you've heard people say, no MSG please, or I don't eat Chinese food because it's got tons of MSG, without knowing why. Let's break down the science behind MSG and why the fear around it might be more about prejudice than actual health concerns. MSG has been the villain of food additives for decades. MSG just stands for monosodium glutamate. The mono means one, the sodium is salt, and the glutamate comes from glutamic acid. That is an amino acid that's found naturally in our bodies. Originally, MSG was extracted from seaweed. And MSG gives food that intense flavor called umami. It's in things like parmesan, cheese, onions, and garlic, all the good things in life. But where did the fear of MSG start? Well, it comes from a letter in the New England Journal of Medicine in 1968. The letter was titled Chinese Restaurant Syndrome. A doctor claimed he got headaches, palpitations, and numbness after eating Chinese food, and at the end of the paper he suggested it might be down to MSG. The New York Times picked up the story, and suddenly everybody was blaming their headaches on Chinese food. But here's where it gets interesting. When scientists did actual blind studies where people didn't know if they were eating MSG or they were eating a placebo, the symptoms disappeared. In one study, they looked at 100 people with asthma, including 30 who swore that they were sensitive to MSG. But when they didn't know what they were eating, not a single person reported reactions. It just shows how strong that mind-body connection is. And when you really expect to experience negative symptoms, you're way more likely to experience them. That's called the nocebo effect, and I'll do another video about that at some point. MSG is in tons of foods that we eat every day: onions, garlic, tomatoes, and fast food and burgers, Doritos, and chips. Food safety authorities in Australia, America, Europe, and the UK have all confirmed that MSG is safe to eat. Two major safety reviews in 1987 and 1995 found also that MSG was safe for the general population. The European Food Safety Authority did set a limit in 2017 based on weight and height of what people shouldn't exceed eating of added MSG a day. For an 80 kilogram person, that should be no more than 2.4 grams of added MSG. For salt, the American Heart Association recommends no more than 2.3 milligrams a day and wants to move towards an ideal limit of 1.5 milligrams a day for most adults. MSG contains less sodium, about a third less sodium than regular table salt. So it's a great substitute if you're looking to reduce your salt intake. So next time someone says that they're avoiding Chinese food because of MSG, you might want to ask them if they also avoid Parmesan cheese, onions, tomatoes, and garlic, all packed with the same compound. The fear of MSG isn't based on science, it's based out of a prejudice, not real science. And if you're avoiding MSG, you're avoiding the best flavors in life.